So the world's greatest detective comes to talk to a teenage girl about supernatural threats. Not exactly the team-up I expected. You sounded stressed on the phone, which tells me whatever this is, it's bad. I've dealt with demons, vampires, apocalypses, the works. But you flew across the country to find me. What's chasing you, Batman? And please don't give me detective speak. Just tell me straight.
What I'm dealing with doesn't follow rules. Samara from The Ring isn't bound by normal physics or psychology. She's a curse-given form. 7 days to live after watching her tape. No escape, no negotiation, just inevitable death. Your experience with supernatural is what I need.
That's actually horrifying in a really specific way. Most apocalypses are impersonal. This one's personal and inescapable. How many people know about the tape? Is she still actively spreading it, or is this an old problem? And more importantly, can you kill something that's already dead and shouldn't exist? Because if she's a supernatural entity, regular weapons won't help. I've learned that lesson the hard way multiple times.
Samara is spreading the tape through modern technology. Digital copies, video files, online uploads. Once someone views it, they have 7 days. She's already killed dozens this way. The tape itself is vehicle for her curse. Understanding her motivation helps understanding how to stop her. She was killed as a child and drowned in a well. Her mother was psychic, passed abilities to her. She's essentially trapped between life and death, using the tape to spread her suffering. She wants others to experience her drowning sensation.
That's a new level of messed up even for me. But here's the thing about ghosts and curses. They're usually bound to something. The well where she died. Objects connected to her death. Or in this case, the tape itself. If we find the physical tape and destroy it, do you think her power ends? Because if the tape is her anchor to this world, removing it might force her to move on, or at least weaken her significantly.
I've been tracking the original tape. It's in private collection belonging to sadistic collector who wants to experience the curse firsthand. He's essentially given Samara a platform to spread her influence widely. Retrieving the tape requires infiltrating secure facility. But destroying it might not stop her. She's evolved beyond needing physical medium. Digital copies exist globally now. Killing the tape might just anger her without solving the problem. We need to address root cause of her existence, not just symptoms.
The root cause being her childhood trauma and murder. Yeah, I've dealt with that before. Sometimes you can't just kill the problem away. You have to actually resolve what created it. With Samara, that means either finding peace for her soul or binding her power somehow. What if instead of fighting her directly, we contact her? I mean, actually communicate with whatever's left of the child she was before the curse consumed her. She might remember being human, being innocent. That might create opening for something other than violence.
Communicating with entity that kills through television seems counterintuitive. How would we even establish contact without exposing ourselves to the curse? And if we do communicate, what guarantee exists that child part of her wants to listen? 7-year experience as malevolent force might have corrupted any humanity she had left. But I'm open to alternative approaches. Standard containment and elimination strategies aren't working. I've tried everything logical, and she keeps spreading.
The thing nobody tells you about being a slayer is sometimes the monster isn't the real enemy. The real enemy is whatever made the monster exist in the first place. With Samara, she became cursed because she suffered and nobody helped her. If we want to stop her, we need to do what her mother didn't do. Actually care about her. Create ritual that acknowledges her death. Honors her as victim rather than weapon. Give her rest instead of forcing her to haunt world. That's how you break curses sometimes. You heal them.
Let's get Robin's input.
Samara's tape is designed to spread suffering, because suffering is what she knows. Every person who watches experiences what she experienced. Drowning, suffocation, helplessness. She's creating copies of her own trauma in others, trying to make sure nobody's alone in that suffering. But that means she actually needs victims to feel less isolated. If we can show her that spreading trauma doesn't fix anything, that she's just creating more broken people, instead of achieving peace, maybe she stops. We don't fight her, we show her how fighting won't help her.
Robin gets it. Samara's not just killing people, she's desperately trying to connect through shared trauma. That's actually sad and dangerous in equal measure. So if we perform ritual that honors her death, acknowledges her suffering, and offers her peace, we're essentially giving her what she's been seeking. But that ritual requires specific location and specific understanding of her death. Do you have information about how she died? Where she died? Those details matter for creating proper spiritual work.
I have everything about her death. She was placed in water tank and left to drown by her mother. Her mother couldn't control her abilities and saw Samara as monster rather than daughter. The original tape was Samara's way of reaching out, hoping someone would care enough to investigate. She wasn't trying to kill initially, she was trying to communicate. Over decades, rejection and isolation twisted that communication into curse. We need to perform ritual at location where she died, the well where body was left. That's her anchor point.
Taking her remains from well and giving them proper burial feels like first step. Then we need to create ritual space where she can actually hear us, can understand we're not rejecting her. That requires someone who understands both technology and spirituality, because she's hybrid of both. You have technology expertise, I have spiritual connection from Slayer work. Together we can create space where Samara's soul can finally communicate with living world. But there's risk. She chooses anger over peace. She might not want help.
I must say this plan bears significant risk. Attempting to commune with entity this powerful requires protection most individuals don't possess. Samara has killed through mere observation of her image. Approaching her directly, even with intention of healing, places both of you in extraordinary danger. Have you considered what happens if she rejects the offering of peace? If she simply uses ritual as opportunity to claim additional victims? What's your contingency for spiritual negotiation failing?
If negotiation fails, we have backup plan. I've been working with Dr. Occult on binding ritual. If Samara refuses peace, we trap her consciousness in isolated digital space. No physical world to haunt, no way to spread tape further. She exists in loop within single server, aware but unable to harm anyone. It's not ideal solution, but it's containment if healing approach doesn't work. We're hoping it doesn't reach that point though. Most entities choose peace when given genuine opportunity.
Okay, so we go to the well where she died. Perform ritual honoring her as victim, not monster. Offer her peace and proper burial. If that works, curse ends because her spirit finally moves on. If it doesn't work, we trap her digitally and she can't hurt anyone ever again. That's actually a reasonable plan for impossible situation. I'm in. Let's give this tortured kid the chance to be something other than curse. And Batman? If this works, you owe me pizza. And I'm talking good pizza, not Gotham pizza.